Hello. Thank you for coming into my YouTube channel, So Much Talent. My name is Alethea, and I am the creator and founder of So Much Talent. And I know it's been a while since I've been here on YouTube, but a lot has been going on. But I am here today, or this evening rather, to share with you some exciting news, something that I've come across that I think is very beneficial to the sewing community, especially those that are starting out with their sewing journey and maybe some of the young ones. A lot of times us older folks, depending on what that older folks is, we sew clothes, we sew, whatever it is, we sew, but a lot of times we don't focus on the young people. So this is something that will be good for the young people as well. And so what is it? What is that? All right, I see there's somebody in. So hey, how are you? Thank you for joining. Some of my people from over in So Much Talent community, they'll be coming over watching. So they knew I was coming on today. So thank y'all for joining. And share this out. Let folks know where I am so they can catch this live. And you can make comments. So, there's a little comment section down there. So if you have any questions or whatnot, let me know. Okay. So it's hot. These lights are hot, y'all. Anyway, so what am I talking about? I am talking about the So What box. All right. The So What box is a new subscription that it just started this month. And it was created by a young lady named Taylor France. All right, and you can find her at TaylarMade Tailoring right here on YouTube. There's a YouTube channel. I'll tell you more about that in just a little bit. But you can actually go to the website TaylarMade, and it's not Taylor Tailor. It's Taylor TaylarMade hyphen tailoring tailoring.cratejoy.com. And what this is a subscription box that allows you to keep your, I like to say it likes to keep your sojo going. If you want those projects that you can do quick, fast, in a hurry, but yet it will be rewarding and satisfying. Each subscription that you get, now you do have to subscribe, okay? So it's a monthly subscription. You can go to the website and find out all the information about it. I'm not here to give you the details of it, but just to tell you basically about how this works. And so you just sign up, go to the website, sign up for a monthly subscription, and each box will be a sewing project. Okay, so it's like a sewing project. I mean, everything you need is in this box. I was so surprised when I got this. Most subscriptions you've got to add everything to it. You got to bring your own pens to the table, your own sewing needles, everything. When I say everything is in this box, everything that you need for this subscription is in here. Only thing you need to bring to the table is your sewing machine and a pair of scissors. All right, so each month will be something different. Like I say, this is the first month, December. December is the first issue of the subscription, so this is a very new program. All right. Now, what I love about this is when you get this box and you open it up, it'd be a nice little. If you see the thumbnail, you'll see the box that it comes in. It's a pretty red box. You open it up and you'll see what project you have. And I like that they put in there a description of what you can look forward to, how to set yourself up to start sewing, and it'll tell you what you will be making for this month. But what I was most impressed about now, mind you, I had to make a copy from the internet because I lost mine. So I had her to send me a little copy so I can run this off, and it printed out great. But so this is a copy. But basically, what I want you to see is that here on this barcode, there's a barcode that she adds with her letter that comes in the box. All you have to do is scan that barcode with your phone or your device or whatever, and it will automatically take you to the YouTube channel. Why do you need to go to the YouTube channel? Because they walk you through how to do it. They walk you through how to make the project. So that was the fun thing. So, they are so cute. I have not met them personally, but I feel like I know them. But I think it's a brother, sister, and brother team. The brother Nicholas. I don't know if Nicholas is watching. Hey, Nicholas, and Taylor may be watching. but he does all her videos and whatnot and set up the YouTube channel. It's very nice, I might say. And so, but anyway, they take you step by step through how to do this. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to the details and what's involved in here. Now, I know you want to know what is the project. What is it? I'm gonna tell you in a minute. I'm gonna tell you. But before I tell you that, let me just share. I just want to tell you what I like about this. Okay, because it's very thoughtful, very thoughtful. Not only do they give you fabric, I mean the fabric that you need for your project. Now it does not come with patterns. Okay, this is something that you can do without a pattern, because it is step by step. It's very simple, to put together. It's not going to be hard projects, but it's going to be projects that you will like. Okay, so everything comes with it, and I like the fact that these are very nice fabrics that they've chosen, not just some flimsy, maybe something they threw in the box off the shelf. These are very nice fabrics. Okay, so what I'm working with today is a fleece blanket. That is December's project, a fleece blanket, and it's not just fleece. This is like mink fleece, like the minky dots, except for don't have the dots. This is a very lush fleece fabric. I pulled it out of the box, and this is what I got. Okay, it's very pretty. When I say it's yummy, it is yummy. We try nice things together so we can so think. Yes, I can tell these are things that you love. And I do believe if you go Taylor Friends or TaylarMade Tailoring is also on Facebook, so you can check them out on Facebook. So she's not new to the sewing community. She's very engaged in sewing, teaching sewing, and having sewing parties. I love that they have. I saw one of your events is mom and daughter or mom and me sewing party. So these are things that they do themselves, and so they're familiar with what might work and what might not work, what we would like to see, and what others starting out to sew might want to work with. All right, so like I said, this is good for if you have a daughter or a young girl or a young boy for that matter, because I taught a Scotty, a young man. I taught. He was 11 years old. I don't even think he was 11 yet. Anyway, I was supposed to be teaching his sister. His sister didn't do the classes, but he was very familiar with sewing, and so he took my sewing classes and was very good at it, very attentive, very good at it. So, but I said all that to say that this is a project to start beginner sewers out with. So if you know somebody, this will be a great Christmas project, a great Christmas gift for somebody that you know that would like to sew. This will be something that they will be engaged in and they will enjoy working on. Because if you're like me, when I teach my sewing classes, I like to teach using something that I know the students will enjoy later, not just something, just anything random, but something that I know they will enjoy. So I know you say this is very basic. Yes, it's very basic, but it teaches you how to sew. One, for those that want to learn how to sew, teaches you how to work with this fleece fabric, but you will enjoy the rewards of this fleece blanket after you put it together. All right, so not only did they put this nice, minky, lush fabric in here, but this blanket has fringe, and I just dropped mine. Okay, this has fringe. I mean, and this is not like that fuzzy, cheap fringe. I don't know if you can see that, but this is very nice fringe. This is not gonna frizzle up, and this is very nice fringe. So I love that about this particular subscription box. But I got a kick out of this, y'all. I'm always harping on if you're gonna when you buy fabric and you starting out on a project, you want to know, you want to test your fabrics, you want to test the stitches, what kind of stitches you need to use, and you also want to test for color fastness, wash it, treat it or whatnot. So in each one of their boxes, they're going to provide you with a fabric swatch for sampling, just for that purpose. Now, what do you see right here? Pins. Yeah, yeah. They even give you pins for the project. So this, you could just take this box, take it to your sewing party, and you all have a party. I mean, Say for instance, you decide to do a birthday party for a young girl, and you want to do a sewing party. This would be good for each young lady to have a sewing box because it comes with everything. Like I said, the only thing you would need is your sewing machine and your scissors. They didn't just stop with regular sewing pins. These are really nice pins. I love these. These are like the quilting pins. They're very long, about an inch, an inch and a quarter, and they have the heads on them, so it makes it easy to grab. But I don't know if you noticed that right there. Yeah, they even thought about putting in a sewing machine needle. How thoughtful is that? That is way thoughtful. Okay, so I'm going to take advantage of it, and I'm going to put this in my sewing machine. Taylor says available at TaylarMade, tailoring.createjoy.com. And we have party boxes. Enough for 10 projects. And best friends boxes, enough for 3 projects. See, they think of everything. They think of everything. And so I'm going to make sure that I correctly put the links to where you can find TaylarMade Tailoring. I will also add the link to the YouTube channel so that way you can see how this first project is put together. Now, I'm not here to try to tell you how to put this project together because they do a great job of it, but I kind of want to show you how simple it is to follow along. Now, earlier I had my laptop here in front of me, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go along and follow, and I'm just going to show you basically how to put this together. Okay. Yeah, I meant to bring my laptop in here so we can see this, so I can show you that, but I didn't. So, but you can see right here, I have my little sewing station, my ironing station right here with me. And so the first thing that you do, now I'm going off on memory, okay? So make sure that you find the right side, and you'll be able to tell, you'll be able to see the fuzzy side and then the very luxe side. This is the right side. And so you want to make sure you have 2 long sides and you have the shorter sides. The long sides that we're going to be sewing together. Okay, stitching the ends up. Okay. Now I had already started this. They even tell you how to lay your fabric out on the ironing board or on your table, ironing board, wherever you're pinning. They tell you exactly how to lay your fabric out, tell you how to measure it out. Um, so I am going to do this by memory. All right. So they do tell you the things that you need to have beside you to make sure that you have everything in front of you before you get started. So you will need your iron. I have my little tabletop ironing board here. You will need a ruler, 6-inch ruler, okay, and of course your scissors, like I said. But this box, I didn't mention that this box does come with the thread. The, so everything that you need to sew whatever project you get, it will be in the box, okay. So if there's anything different that you need, I'm sure it will be in the box. All right, so starting out first, we're going to start out working with, it tells you to fold this under 3/4 of an inch. Okay, now I'm gonna cheat a little bit here. Well, actually, I won't cheat a little bit, but I will in a minute. I'm just gonna I'm gonna press a little bit just to show you how they did it. Now I know most of you on here, you're familiar with sewing and you know how this works. So, but this is for anybody who is new to sewing and not sure what to do. I'm not here to teach you this, but just to show you how quick and easy this is, okay? So I won't go through everything. And this may be part 1 of this video because I just really want to introduce you to TaylarMade Tailoring, the show, TaylarMade Tailoring So What box, all right? And again, Taylor put the information up, and I will make sure I link it in the description. All right, so I'm going to fold this under first, one time to the wrong side. I'm going to fold it under 3/4 of an inch. And you're going to do this all the way down both sides, okay? Now, I started doing this the other day. Hey, Natalie, how art thou? Now, for those of you that are not familiar with me and familiar with the So Much Talent group, you will often hear me say, "How art thou?" If it's morning time, you'll hear me say, "Good morning." Those are my catchphrases, okay? How art thou and good morning. I love to know how you're doing. And so if you're following me, if this is your first time, um, follow us on the Facebook group, So Much Talent, GR. And this is where we hang out at, congregate, if you will, and do a lot of stuff inside the group. Okay. So what I'm doing, I'm going down the line. I'm going ahead and pinning this. And basically what you do, now they don't pin this in the video, I don't recall, but as they're folding this under, they press it as they go. Now I will tell you, make sure that your iron is not on a very hot setting, because if you put iron to this fleece, you'll probably burn it. Okay, so they also tell you what setting uh, to put your iron on. They think of everything, everything a beginner would need to know to put this together. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and fold this. Once you fold that 3/4 of an inch and press it under, then you're asked to fold it again. Okay, notice that I'm pinning from the outside in, because once I pin this, well, if I decide to stitch on the top, then I can still pull my pins out. Or if I decide to stitch on the wrong side, I can still pull my pins out. All right, so, but again, I'm not here to tell you how to put this together, because they have done a wonderful job of putting this video together so you can see step by step how this goes. But sometimes it's good to see somebody who has the kit and is working it, so you can see how easy it is to follow along. Okay, so I'm just excited about it. I was very excited to try this out. I mean, because I love a nice blanket. When I go to sleep, I fall asleep on my sofa a lot. And what do I fall asleep with? A blanket, a fleecy blanket. Now, for those of you that have been sewing for a minute and you know how to gauge the seam allowance, you can go ahead and put this together with no problem. And don't forget, utilize the pins that they gave you. That's what they're there for. Utilize the pins in your sewing project. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and turning this over. Yeah, this is going to be, it's a very quick project, okay? Especially for those of you that's been sewing for a while. It's a very, very quick project. So I want to get this one side up so you can see how quick it is. And I hope you will be encouraged to get this. If you know a young lady or somebody in your church or at school, or, you know, one of your neighbor's children, anybody, your grandchildren, that you think is interested in learning how to sew, or a grown adult, be it a woman, man, teenager, whoever, this will be a nice project to start somebody off with. Very nice project. All right. So I told you I was going to cheat a little bit, right? I'm gauging it and I'm folding it under. Okay. Now I will tell you this though. It would be a good idea to go ahead and press. And I'll tell you why it's a good idea to go ahead and press it, especially if you're starting out. Because you know, this fabric, because it is furry and it has a pile, it will tend to roll. So if you're trying to quick, fast, and hurry like I do sometimes, if you don't secure that crease in place, if you don't secure that fold in place with the crease by pressing it, it will roll. And so you might, by the time you get down to the end of your project, when you sew it, you might find out that you have pressed more than 3/4 of an inch fold. Actually, it'll be an inch and a half. You'll find that you've folded more than that, and you don't want to do that. So go ahead, take the time and do it right. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. and you will enjoy your project so much better. So let me pull this out. I have it marked at 3/4 of an inch. Make sure I'm folding that right. Yes, that's 3/4 of an inch. And then I am going to go back in and press it. So this is actually one side. Okay. Then we have to do the other side. Welcome to some of the other ones that has come in. This is a live broadcast. And for those of you that are just tuning in and may not know who I am, my name is Alethea. And you'll find me mostly over at So Much Talent in the group. So Much Talent GR. There is a page. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. You may not be able to see this well. Oh, here we go. Whoop. All right, so just give it a nice little. Yeah. And the good thing about this, fleece is that it doesn't crush. I mean, you can flatten it out, but you can brush it back out. You know, so it's not like velvet or anything like that that you can crush it, because I was concerned about maybe using my velvet board, but this is good. So this is kind of the things that I wanted to review. All right, so I love this. I love the color. Who doesn't like red? And it's perfect, right at a perfect time, Christmas time. So yeah. So I'm just giving it a little tap. Okay, just pressing that. Then once I get this pressed, I'm going to go ahead and change my needle out. They gave me a needle and I'm going to use it. Okay. You can, like I said, you can go ahead and you can fluff that back out. So you don't need to like lay your iron down on it. You do want to press it. You don't want to iron it. You want to just press it. Just to kind of set that in. Okay. I like to tap it with my hands. Okay, so there. That's all pressed. So I'm going to go ahead and... Did I change my needle already? Oh, I did. I changed my needle while I was talking. I changed my needle already. All right, so here we go. I'm going to slide this over. I'm going to move that over to the side. I'll put that out of the way. And I hope you all can see me. So I am going to put my stitch length on about a 2. Okay, about a 2, between 2 and 3, 2.5, 2.5. And of course, I'm going to put my I'm going to put my dowel on the stitch 1 because mine, like I said, is a very basic machine. All right, and let's see. I think I'm going to sew from, no, I'm not, because I put my needles, I switched up my needles. Actually, let me go back and change that. Do this really quick. I tend to do that sometimes. I don't know if you all like me. I'll start pinning one way, then I end up pinning another way, and I have pins going in different directions. But I had them set this way for a reason. So that way, if I did decide to sew on the opposite side, I would already be ready. I could use either side to sew on. Okay. All right, so I am going to use my 1-inch stitch. I'm going to stitch close to the edge. So, and I'm doing it this way so I can see it. Yep. Okay. I got a zigzag thingy going on here, so let me... Don't want that. Okay. right, so let's go. That's coming out pretty nicely. These lights are hot, like hot, hot. Now, if there's anybody on here that's sewing for the first time, don't forget to take your pins out. And not sew over your pins. This stuff is so furry, you almost can't see your pins. Is that not nice or what? See, you can hardly see it stitched. This is nice. Yeah, this is nice. I hope you all are going to try this out. There's so many new things on the scene, but when I find something that I'm excited about, I'll make sure that I share it. So you can see that this works. You don't have to have a big fancy machine. Some of us, if you've like inherited a machine and it's working well, you've adopted a machine, somebody gave you one, you bought an inexpensive machine. As long as you have the right needle, this will work. And if I'm correct, this is either a size 12. It's a regular needle. It's not a ballpoint. It's a regular needle. It's either a size 12 or size 14. I didn't think to look. So I'm not sure if Taylor's on here, but I'm sure that each sewing machine needle that they add, that they put in your kit will be appropriate for the project that you're working on. Is that just one layer of fabric? It's one layer of fabric, right? It is. The front and back is the same. Yes, this is a fleece fabric. It's that minky fleece. So yeah, it's the same on both sides. It's a great question. One pin still going in the opposite direction. Alright, so when you get down to the end, make sure you watch your fingers. Back stitch a little bit. Okay, so there you go. That didn't take that long, did it? That one side. Alright. Alright, so now we got to do the other side. So I did one long side. Now I'm going to do the other long side, and then that'll be two short sides. That's where the fringe goes. All right, and so this actually, I thought there were two pieces. That was the other fringe. So they've already cut the fringe for you. Already got everything pretty much ready to go. So I'm going to repeat what I did on this other side. What did I do? 3/4 of an inch. I'm going to go ahead and fold that over. So I do hope that you will, oh, wait a minute. I think I got the wrong side. Hang on. Yeah, I'm getting ready to pin the wrong side. So make sure you pay very close attention because you might do what I almost did. I almost pinned. There we go. Make sure I have the right sides pinned together. Okay. All right. So you want to pin, you want to stitch on the same sides. Okay, so I almost just pinned the top edge together. You don't want to do that. Am I about to do that again? Yeah, I'm about to do it again. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, yeah, make sure I had the right size. All right, so here we go. 3/4 of an inch. I'll turn that over. And I'm doing this in quick fashion. I'm going ahead and doubling it up because you're going to pin it 3/4 of an inch. You're going to fold it under 3/4 of an inch. And the instructions in the video is to pin it 3/4 of an inch and then press it. And then you're going to turn it under again. Okay, so I'm just kind of cheating. I'm doing it quick like. I'm going ahead and doing my 3/4 of an inch. And then going ahead and folding it under again. Whoops. Stuck myself. Put some of these pins over here. Wish I had my little magnet with me because when I take my pins out, it make it easier for me to grab them. Right now, it's, hey Demetra, thank you for coming over watching. How are you? I'm putting the minky blanket together. It's, it's gonna be cozy, and you know I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna be using it tonight. So my other video, I promised I was gonna do 2 videos this week. My next video that I'm gonna do is the Lydia project video. Okay, that's where I actually saw the Lydia project. Since we're working on um, charitable sewing this month, and for those of you that are not familiar, if there's anybody on here not familiar with the So Much Talent group, we have monthly challenges, and they vary. You know, it can be sewing dresses, it can be sewing like last year we all sewed panties, panties in 4 days. Y'all remember that? Um, we had a challenge 1 month for sewing for kids and a challenge for sewing for men. So we have various challenges each month. And so this month, the last year of the month, we decided to do charitable giving. And so for those that sew for charities, you know, or you create blankets or you create scarves or crochet hats or knit caps or you sew dresses for the little angel gowns or little dresses for Africa, project liners, whatever it is, we're doing that this month. And so I am a volunteer with the Lydia Project, which is an organization that supports women and young girls, or girls coping with cancer. The youngest was 10 years old. And so we make tote bags. And you can find out more about the Lydia Project on thelydiaproject.org. Go to their website, learn more about that. So I am going to be demonstrating how to put a Lydia tote bag together. That's what I'll be doing. Okay. So you can all join me. Not sure when I'll do that. All right. Y'all see I've gotten in the groove of just putting this together. You can't really see what I'm doing, can you? All right. So I'm just pinning the second side together. Okay. Then I'm going to go in and press this down real quick. Okay, just like we were told. All right, so you can see that. I'm just going to go through. And the only reason I'm pressing this down is so that the fabric doesn't move while I'm sewing it. Okay. Because like I said, this fabric, it tends to roll when you're sewing it. This is going to be so nice. Now, it says, I learned how to make panties 4 years ago. Was very surprised how easy it was. Yeah, they are easy, and it is surprising. Um, and imagine, I think I may have made a couple in my lifetime, but oddly enough, I want to get back into it. I want to get back into making panties. I haven't made a bra yet. That's something I want to do. I want to make a bra, and I've got like 3 or 4 patterns. Just haven't tested it out yet. Haven't tried it. All right, so got that done. So let's go ahead and get this next side done. And if y'all don't mind hanging out with me, I'm just gonna go ahead and probably end up creating this whole project because it really is just that easy to put together. All right, so I didn't bring my. I usually have me a little magnet sitting here. I'm gonna put this here. Make sure you get on. Okay. Take your pen out. Actually, uh-oh. So this is live, so I can't like speed the video up or nothing like that. Yeah, since I haven't made a bra yet either. I don't know why I think why it would be hard. What they make it look so easy. They make it look easy. So I think McCall's, if I'm not mistaken, I think McCall's has some bralette patterns, and they have a couple, but we'll try it. That may just be one of our challenges next year for 2019. Sewing more lingerie. I haven't revealed the challenges for the group yet, but we have been talking about the January challenge that's coming up every year. We jumpstart the year with our fabric fast, and so it's a destashing challenge where we sew up fabric from our stash instead of buying more fabric. We go on fabric fast, and we each week have different things that we sew. So one week we'll sew tops and blouses. The next week we'll sew dresses. The third week we might sew skirts. The fourth week we might sew pants, and then the fifth week we'll do like outerwear. But I think I'm gonna throw in pajamas. I think I have scheduled 1 week pajamas. So how do I get involved with the challenges? You can join us on Facebook, Natalie, at So Much Talent. And in parentheses, there's a GR in parentheses for group. And I differentiate that because there is a So Much Talent page. The page is good to follow too, but not everybody wants to be in the group. Some people just want to see, some of the stuff that I share from my Instagram page. But if you want to get involved with the challenges and want to know what's going on, just join us in the group. So Much Talent, GR. We would love to have you over. This feels so good to sew. I just want to just do this right here. All right, so we're nearing the end. So watch your fingers. All right. So, and now this is the part I cannot remember. Oh, and I hope is Taylor still on here? All right, so what I am going to do, because I don't think that they fold this all the way around. I want to try to do this the way they did it in that group. But I will tell you this, if I do this differently than what they did on the YouTube channel, follow the YouTube channel, okay? But this is what I am going to do, because this is going to be very easy. You can go ahead and fold this under. And I want to say, oh, okay, I will. Love to sew. It would be nice to be involved. Oh my good, Natalie. Oh my gosh, Natalie. It is so awesome. The group, I love it. I know there are 5 admins. I have 4 other ladies that are helping me administrate the group. But it is a huge group of people from everywhere. We all love to sew. Everybody's very friendly, very supportive, very helpful. It's truly a no judgment zone. Uh, I mean, it's just a very friendly group of people. And we love to share, and share alike. Okay, so Taylor, if you're on here, I know in this part, and I'm asking you this because I don't have my laptop in front of me, which I intended. Hang on, you know what? I'm gonna go get my laptop. Y'all pardon me. This is live, right? So y'all pardon me because I want to do this the right way. All right, I'm gonna do this the right way. So I'm gonna go and follow the YouTube channel. Hang on, I'll be right back. See, that didn't take that long, and I did it. Oh my gosh, that didn't take that long. Now, sorry, that last message. I'm here now. Just pin that fringe to the edge and sew, then fold and sew again. Oh, okay. Pin edge to the fringe, sew, then sew again. Okay, so let me show you her channel real quick. Cause looks like you folded it. You folded under like an inch or 1.25 inches. So anyway, we're gonna go to her channel real quick because you gotta see this. All right. Uh, oh, you have another video on here. Hey everyone, it's me again, Pamela. Oh no, that's not you. Yes, on the ends. Haha, I explained it way better in the video. All right, so let's go back.
What kind of person would sell their own child?
That's not what I want.
For Americans in general to believe that this is going on in our country, in our states.
How do I get out of my YouTube channels? I don't know.
Good morning, everybody. This is going to be just...
Okay, let's go to YouTube. Let's do that. All right, there we go. TaylarMade. Go to my YouTube. All right, so I will tell you how, and I should have did this with a red thread, but I didn't do red. Okay, let's go back this way. All right, so here we go.
Hello and welcome to the next step in your journey to sewing mastery with the Sew Up.
Okay, so when you
My name
actually,
is France, and this month we'll be making a
I
fringe
love your brother
blanket.
explains this very well.
And get started.
Okay,
Unpacking our
so
box, we will find
the glare
red
from my
trim,
light, you probably
lifestyle
can't
printed
see it,
plush fabric,
but this
a
is what you'll
coordinating thread
see
color,
when you
fabric
get
pins,
to her
a machine
channel,
needle, and a hand needle.
and they'll
In order
explain
to finish
everything
this
to
project,
you.
you will also need a pair of scissors and a sewing gauge. Both items are included in our welcome
All right,
box.
so let's
If you
get,
don't have a sewing gauge, you can use a standard sized ruler. We will be starting this
okay,
month's
we're gonna go
project
to the
with the
flange
ironing board.
part. Oh, there
You
we
will
go.
first want to make sure your iron is heated and set to the cotton setting.
Okay. All right, so let's see. It's on the that's why that narrator is my brother. Guys, I know, Nicholas.
Now we have two nice and finished edges. We still have two unfinished edges which we need to
So
add our
this is
fringe to.
good.
We want
I'm
to
gonna
place our
sit this
fabric
right
at
here in
our
front of me.
workstation with the better finished side facing up. The next thing to do is grab one of our pieces of fringe and fold over a little bit of the end of the fringe itself. This is going to be placed against the corner of our unfinished edge and the sewn edge. Then we are going to pin in place. This is going to be a lot harder than our first set of pins because of how
Okay,
narrow the
because it's
fringe
gonna
is.
be thick.
You want to avoid placing the pins parallel to the edge we are working on to avoid issues when we sew this later.
Ah,
It is recommended that you insert these pins at a diagonal.
okay.
We want to leave about a quarter of an
So
inch
a
of
quarter of
fabric
an
above
inch
the
is
pin
what they need.
fringe. We
Okay,
can ensure we keep this fabric buffer by using our sewing gauge to measure this gap.
there we go. Okay, we got it now.
Continue to pin the fringe.
All right, so I knew it was a little bit that you left over, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you do that because so that this when you're sewing this fringe onto this kind of fabric, it will have a tendency to ride a little bit. So in order for it to sew on there evenly and not come off of the fabric, that will allow you a little bit of leeway. So what I'm doing is going ahead and folding my fabric, my fringe, folding my fringe over a little bit. That's why it's good to have that video. Now I'm laying this on the right side of the fabric. Okay. And I don't know if you can see that, but I'm pinning this. And I'm doing just like she asked. Pin that all the way across, leaving about a quarter of an inch leeway. Also, we'll finish the edge of the fringe. I missed that last part. Okay, so I was finishing. This should be able to be washed in the washing machine without it rattling. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. And this is quick. This is a really quick project. And, you know, for people who say, you know, that takes a lot of patience to sew, it does take a lot of patience. That's why when you teach somebody to sew, or if you're in a slump and you just want something quick to do to get you back into that sewing mood again, this is perfect for that. This is perfect for that. Okay. The most consuming time part is prepping it, right? Not the stitching part, putting it together, placing it, folding the edges to sew. And once you get this on, then it's pretty much a done deal. So thank you, Miss Taylor, for such an awesome product. I think this is going to be awesome. I saw you shipped out several boxes recently when you first launched it. And I think you launched it, what, December 4th or December 8th? So, and thank you, by the way, for even being on here while I put this together. I hope I'm doing you justice. I'm trying to do it, stick to the script, stick to the program. All right, so here on the other end, I love it because they give you just enough to fold the edges under a little bit. Okay, so I'm at the end again, so I'm gonna fold that under. our needle down in there. I have to push this under just a little bit because it's a little thick under here. Make sure you back stitch. I am watching while sewing some Christmas towels. Uh-oh. Love having your enthusiasm. I love it. It's great to know that other people think it's a great idea other than just me. Oh, I think it's a wonderful idea. I do. I think it's a wonderful idea. So make sure you watch your fingers. Do not stitch your fingers up. Okay. Had to get past that thickness. You can't see what I'm doing, can you? You want to see what I'm doing, don't you? All right. Now I'm going to lengthen this stitch a little bit to a 3. I was sewing with a 2.5, but I'm going to lengthen it to a 3. So that's going to help you get through this really quickly. Make sure we don't right off the edge. I hope you all are going to try this. Anybody sewing Christmas gifts? Because this will make a perfect Christmas gift. Some of the cording got caught up in there. Pull that back. Tell you how to pin this a certain kind of way so that the fabric does not shift and move, because it will. Because that's just the nature of tile fabric, right? That's just the nature of a fleece fabric. We're almost at the end, guys. Almost at the end. It is a great idea for gifts. Okay, we're almost at the end. I might just want to walk it slow towards the end. Okay. Now, how about that? Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see what the next step is. This is so cool, y'all. And I love the fact that you can just sew along and watch, make sure
in this fashion along
that
the
you're getting it
unfinished
done
edge until we reach the end.
I know y'all enjoy watching me watch, right? I just think this is so cool.
We can see that our piece of fringe is slightly longer than the fabric, so we will fold the fringe.
Okay,
Once
y'all
we
don't
put
know
the
what
pressure foot
happened.
down on the fabric, we're going to take the pin out and begin sewing. At first, this may be a little thick for your sewing machine, so we
Okay.
might need to help feed the material by
All right,
pulling
you
the
sent
tails
a
of your
photo.
threads,
I
which will
didn't see it.
encourage the material to move properly through the machine.
Okay, let's
Don't forget
get.
to back the machine up and tie a knot in the stitch, just like we did before.
We want to move this
Make
up a
sure
little bit.
on the fabric and continue sewing.
Come on.
Notice where the sewing needle is lined up in respect to the ribbon on the fringe. So, be aware to not let any of the pieces of the fringe fall under the pressure foot. Otherwise, you will sew this fringe down and lose the look of the fringe.
Okay. All right, they get to the end of it. Almost there, so we can go to the next step. Is that you sewing, Taylor?
As we reach the end of the edge, we're going to tie a knot in the stitch again, similarly to how we did it before. Get your needle as close to the edge as you can without going over, back the machine up, and then continue your stitch off the fabric.
This is the part I can't wait for.
We can now lift the pressure foot up and trim both ends of our stitch to eliminate thread tails.
Yeah, that's me
We
sewing.
will
I
repeat
gave
this
up on the
process
fake
on the
nails.
other fringed edge.
I
Back
know,
at the
right?
ironing
It's
board, we're
hard.
going to take the edges we just worked with and using the sewing line as a natural fold, fold the fringe over away from the fabric.
Okay, good.
We will then begin ironing this fringe down so it holds its shape. As we go along the edge, we also want to pin the fabric in place.
There we go. All right, so I'm following along, pinning this in place, and then you also press it in place. You also
We will
press
repeat
it.
this process for both of the fringed edges. Now we are back at the sewing machine and we're going to feed the material under the pressure foot, keeping the right edge of our pressure foot aligned with the right edge of our fabric, just before the fabric meets the fringe. Just like we've done before, we will stitch down this edge of the fabric. Don't forget to back up and tie a knot in the stitch as you begin to sew down this edge. Also make sure to stop and pull out any pins you come across as you travel down the edge. You will most likely have to help the material through the machine, just like we've done before. Make sure none of your fringes are folded either above or under your fabric, or you will run the risk of sewing them down and losing the look of the
We're
fringe.
almost there, y'all. We're almost there.
As we reach the end of the fabric, don't forget to back up
sew it.
and tie another knot in the stitch before running the stitch off the fabric.
Okay, so the only thing I didn't do is I
We will
haven't
then
put the
trim the ends
pins
of our
in.
stitch to eliminate thread tails. We will repeat this process for both fringed edges.
So I'm almost at the other end of pressing it.
The final step of the process is to trim off the edge of excess fabric along both fringed edges. We don't need to worry about trimming too close to the fringe, just enough to provide a clean and even look to the edge.
Okay. Gotcha. All right, so here we go.
After we finish the first edge, we will do the same thing for the other fringed edge. And
All
there
right,
you
so
have
this
it,
is
a
going to be
finished
thick
fringed
starting
felt
out
blanket.
because that
Make
is
sure to share
right
your
there, that
creations with
thickness.
us using the hashtag #SewWhat.
All right, so that's it. All right, so what I'm going to do is walk my needle over that thick part. Okay, and then walk it back over because it's really thick until I can get it going. You can hear it sound like it don't want to. There we go. my needle. I think something's caught up under there. Hang on. Yeah, that is what we don't want. All right, so let's get this. My thread jumped out. I don't know how much fabric did I use. You know what? I didn't even measure. I just know it came because I didn't use the fabric. So, and Natalie, you may have come in right after I started, but what I'm actually doing is sewing from a sew what box. Um, and this is from TaylarMade Tailoring. And what this is a subscription box that you can get each month. And so everything comes in the box. It's already pre-cut. All you have to do is just sew it and put it together according to the directions. And so with this particular box, this fabric came in. It was already cut. The fringe is already cut. There were 2 pieces of fringe. This thread, again, there's a sample fabric with pins. It comes with pins. It comes with a sewing machine needle. So the only thing you need is your sewing machine and scissors to put the projects together. And so you'll get instruction sheet and to tell you exactly how to set up, what other, tools you need. Of course, you need your iron. And then there's the little barcode right here. There's also the website here, but there's a barcode here. If you scan that barcode, it'll take you right to the website project is. So it'll walk you step by step through it. So, and that's what I was actually doing, watching that YouTube video. But you can actually see this video for yourself. Most fleece blankets come about. I think get most fleece blankets made within like a yard and a quarter. And I'm not gonna, don't hold me to that. This might be a little bit different. But this came pre-cut, which is good because you don't have a whole lot to do. All you have to do is just put it together and sew. So make sure we're catching everything in there. Yes. Good. I hope that helped. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I hope that helped. Yeah, I know Taylor, you were saying that you can't keep those nails. I can't either. Okay, so now I got off a little bit right here. So I got to get back on. So make sure you keep your fringes out of the way. Almost at the end. That's gonna get thick down here at the end again, so I'm gonna have to walk it. Making sure that I'm going to walk my needle across this. Now this will be a good opportunity to use your Genoma jig when your fabrics are thick like this. There was one spot where I think I jumped off. and it was right there in that one little area. All right, but other than that, yay! Oh, all right, so I love that. All right, so now I just have to do the second side, and then my Minky blanket is done. So how long has that been so far? All right, so now I just need to make sure that I put my fringe on the right side. Make sure that this fringe goes on both the same way on both sides. Okay. I think this is a great idea. Now I'm going to do this like you did in the video. You turned your fringe under. So I'm going to turn mine under as well. As opposed to turn it over. You left a little bit more over the edge. So I want to do that so that way you can go back and trim it out. So I like that. Make sure I don't get those fringes caught up in there. This is so much fun, y'all. Okay. Almost pinned. Almost. I think I know why my video is freezing. So don't forget to check us out on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram. Oh, and let me just say this. Let me say thank you to those. If you're not familiar with That Sewing Blab, had the opportunity to be a nominee for the Viewer's Choice. So it's Viewer's Choice Sewing Awards. I guess just Viewer's Choice, not really an awards thing. But I was nominated in one of the two categories actually. One category is your favorite sewing group, and then the other one, I put a little bit too much fringe on one side, and the other one, I don't know what the other one was. Anyway, I actually made it as a finalist to the category of your favorite Facebook group or sewing group, yeah. So, and I want to say a shout out to Angela Wolf and the Wolf Pack for winning that nomination. That was a lot of fun. But That Sewing Blab comes on every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so I'm getting ready to sew this other end on. I'm going to walk this. All right. I am through. I'm almost at the end. Those little free pieces like to try to get in the way. need my sewing machine to go as fast as your video was. Now, for those of you that are working with those speedy machines, it won't take you no time to do this. This will be a great pick-me-up. You don't want to sew anything big, but you want to get yourself back into the sewing, back into sewing. Lost your sojo, as they say. You'll find it with this product. Almost at the end, guys. Almost at the end. At least it seemed like we were almost there. It seemed like it's growing. Is it like that with you all? You're almost at the end and can't wait to get there, and it seems like you just can't get there. You know you're almost about to finish. Get this fringe out. Okay, really, seriously, almost at the end now. Almost there. Fringes are pulled out, looks like. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing like I did. Thank you for hanging in there with me while we finish this up. All right, I'm going to cheat here a little bit. I'm just going to go right into sewing. Push this in a little bit, and please be very careful when you are sewing that close to your fingers. I'll never forget the time that I actually stitched my nail bed. I sewed right down in my nail bed. You don't want that to happen. Be very careful. Just flipping this over, making sure the fringes are out of the way. Making sure none slips underneath. Let's see. Oh, gosh. I know. I had to pull it out. Let's see, yes, that's when anxiety kicks in for some reason. I know, right, Natalie? Oh, gosh, if that happens, do you leave the needle in there until you get to the ER? No, I had to pull it out myself. Yeah, this was like late at night. My husband was asleep, and I was up sewing when I shouldn't have been because I was very tired, and I was trying to get a project done, and wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and it went right down the like all the way through, and so I had to just suck it up, and I had to wind it back out. It didn't hurt until I pulled it out, and I realized, after I realized what I had done, then that's when it started hurting. It was crazy. But bet you I never did that again though, because I was careful and yeah, that will never happen again. Had a little fringe stuck up on it. Nowadays, though, you can get a guard to put around your sewing machine, around the needle and the foot. On my Juki, I actually have a guard. And usually get them to hook around the screw, the arm here, and where it extends out and it extends around the foot, so your finger doesn't get caught up in there. Almost there. So the last thing I'll do is sit down in a minute. Okay, so this is the thickest part here. I'm gonna use this. Hey Monique, how are you? Yeah, I am still here, girl. And I am just finishing up. And so the last part in Taylor's video, in the Taylor Friends video, you'll see them trimming out the excess, which I didn't do this much on the other side. You still recovering. I hope you're feeling better. All right, see, there's that excess that you'll find that she leaves in the video. And so now we'll just go in and trim that out. Now you'll notice on the other end, I didn't leave as much excess. But I like it better this way. I like it better leaving the excess. Just when you cut, be sure to cut just the excess off. And what that does is it leaves for a clean finish. So, but you want to make sure you don't cut through your blanket now. You just want to cut that excess off. I love that. I like that, leaving that little extra and then trimming it off. That makes it so much neater. I'm gonna have to do an interview with you, Taylor, so we can find a little bit more about you. I'm doing one of the things that we also do. I don't know if Natalie's still on here, but one of the things that we also do inside the group is member spotlight, and we were at one time doing business spotlight. So we've done more member spotlights in the group, where we, highlight one of the members. We found out a little bit about them, how they got started sewing, what their superpowers are, like sewing or knitting, craft, crocheting, DIY, whatever. And that's been a lot of fun. That's been a lot of fun getting to know the members in the group. But now, 2019, I'm going to do a business series spotlighting businesses, but I am going to actually do a live interview with the business spotlight members. So those that are interested in spotlighting and highlighting their businesses, I'll be doing that this year. Yeah, you still there? So it's a lot that goes on. Like right now, this one of the exciting things that's going on is that we are getting ready to celebrate 10,000 members. Yeah, we're almost there. We're like 74, 74 members shy of 10,000. And so, in honor of that, we are going to do a So Much Talent meetup all across the United States or wherever So Much Talent members are. Um, for those that are interested in doing that, and what that looks like is we're going to do live remotes from different places. We're just going to go live all over, pop up. And I think there's one, a group forming in Chicago, in Illinois, some part of Illinois. Of course, there's one here in Georgia, Augusta, Aiken area, and then there's one in the Atlanta area. So right now we have three groups that are popping up for sure. And on January 5th, we're all going to go live at different times and show what we're doing in our respective areas. So if you're in any of those areas, join us. We're going to meet up live and we're going to pop in and we're going to do some form of activity. Like all of us in the Augusta Aiken area, we're going to meet up over the weekend. We're going to have a sleeping soul. And so we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. Just meeting up with different ones and just celebrating, having fun. All right, so I am done, y'all. I am done. Yay! I got a pen stuck. So I am excited. Now, the only thing I didn't do beforehand, I didn't press this side. So let's go in and do the right thing and press this side. Just give it a good press. I'm excited about my blankie. Alright, yes, I'm loving this. Alright, so this is officially done, y'all. This is officially done. And I'm not sure how it's been an hour, almost an hour and a half. Technically, it will not take you. It well for a newbie, it may take you an hour and a half. But for the average person, that if you've been sewing for a while, it probably will not take you an hour and a half. It may take you anywhere from 30, 45 minutes. And that's not to discourage newbies, but it doesn't matter about the time anyway, right? It just matters that you do the project, you have fun doing it, and you do it right. Okay, so there she is. So guess what, y'all? I can't wait. I cannot wait to get in front of the TV with my jammies on and my blanket, a cup of coffee. Oh my gosh, this feels so good, y'all. It feels so good. And the fringe, it just makes it that much better. So I would encourage you to go on over. Hey, how you doing, Deanna? Thank you for joining. Look, I just finished. So this is about an hour and a half long video, but of course it includes me talking, talking a little bit. So, but anyway, we sit here and we put this together, okay? And so this is the TaylarMade Tailoring So What box, okay? And this is the December box. This is what you get in the December box. So I don't know if she's still shipping out December boxes. But I would encourage you to go ahead and sign up so you could get the January box. Okay, so we don't know what the January project is, I don't think. But you can go to TaylarMade Tailoring's website, and it is TaylarMade tailoring.cratejoy.com. Okay, and I'll put the link in the description so you can easily find it. But when you get the box, it's a pretty red box. You'll see that in my thumbnail. It's a pretty red box. When you flip it open, you'll see everything in it from the fabric that you're going to be working with. You'll get this swatch of fabric. Whatever the fabric is, you'll get a separate swatch with pins and straight pins and a sewing machine needle, so you can actually use the right needle, and whatever else that's needed to make the project for that month. Only thing you will need is your sewing machine, scissors, and you may need your iron to do some pressing. Okay. But other than that, it's very simple box, very easy box, but the quality of fabrics is great. The instructions are very easy. I love the fact that you have this barcode where it'll take you straight to it. You don't have to Google search it. You don't have to miss a misstep or a letter or number and not find it. Yes, definitely watch it over, and because it's very informative. This is a new subscription program that's out by created by Taylor Friends, so TaylarMade Tailoring, and it's called the So What Box. So I give it 2 thumbs up, 5 stars. I highly recommend it, and I think that it would be a great beginner project for either a newbie for a young newbie. Like most of my people that I start out sewing is like 8 years old. This will be a great project for an 8 year old. Very simple to put together, but it makes you feel good to sew it. And then when it's something that you can use and that you would use over and over, not something that you would just throw in the corner after you've made it. So it will be great for a Christmas gift. I talk about it being a good thing for those that are in a sewing slump and you just want something quick, fast, and a hurry to get your sewing juices going again. This will be a great project to do that. And it's just so divine. I just can't tell you, it's so divine. All right, so anyway, there you have it. This is your So What box subscription for the month of December. So for those of you like me, I'm gonna grab my sewing magazine, a cup of coffee, and my blanket. I'm gonna curl up in the corner of a sofa somewhere, and I'm gonna enjoy my blanket. So if you want to find her again, I'll put the descriptions and the links to her website. I think I put the description to her website in there already. I'm not sure. And I also put the link to her YouTube channel. All right. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down there. If you're not following me, go ahead and hit that little man. Follow me. Click on the bell so you can get my notifications. And don't forget to share it. If you like this and it was beneficial, go ahead and share. I was doing this because I had a little fuzz fly across my face. I know you probably wonder what I was doing. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all hanging out. All of my So Much Talent family, I love y'all to life. And remember, you are blessed to be a blessing. And we will talk soon. Don't forget my next video. That's what I want to tell you. My next video, before the week is out, will be the Lydia Project. And I will give you a heads up in the group. All right? We'll talk soon. Have a good night. Bye.